Hey everyone, I'm Allison Caldwell. I'm a Ruby ambassador with Plexus, and we just wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about belief, commitment, consistency. And so I'm going to start off a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of pass around. We'll all talk to you. Wanted to cover some things about just belief in general. Belief in yourself is huge, huge, huge in this business. If you're not growing, if you're stuck, if you're finding that people aren't responding to you, look at your belief. What are you saying to yourself? What kinds of things are going on in your head? Because that is what you're going to listen to more than anything else. If you're listening to things outside that are saying, oh, you're good, you can do this, but your brain, when you're by yourself, is going, this is too big. You can't do this. You can't get there. That is going to be the primary driver of your business. So make sure that your self-talk is in check. Affirmations are a fabulous way to help with that. I was actually listening to one of my team members who's a total rock star, was giving a training last night on cold messaging, and she said what she does before she talks to people is actually says her affirmations, because it pumps her up. It makes her feel like, I have something to offer these people. They need what I have. They need the products. They need this opportunity. They need that. And so she said, I get in the mirror and I look at myself and I tell myself that I have what people need. I am excited. I am driven. I have what it takes. And then she goes out and messages people and has fantastic results. So belief in yourself, and of course in the business as well, but I'll let y'all cover that in a minute. But belief in yourself is just one of the most important things that you need to build as you're growing. Personally, I struggled with belief as a leader. I had immediate belief in the products because of my history with healing my son. I didn't have to worry about the products, but I did struggle with belief in myself as a leader and in the business opportunity because I'd had so many other failed opportunities in the past. And I really needed to see things working. And I called Randy the first time that they paid me, and I said, they paid me too much. And she went, what? She said, no, that's right. I'm like, no, that can't be right. Because I needed to get products paid for a family of 5. And I did. And I haven't paid for them since, and the check keeps growing. So my business belief has built with that. And, it took those first couple of months to go, oh, people actually are excited about this with me. So that helped a little bit. But then when I got into leadership, the belief in myself as a leader has been slow, and the process has been very much involved with personal growth and affirmations and things like that. So basically, that's kind of what I have for right now. Work on your affirmations, make sure they're positive. You want affirmations that will come in a positive light and not say, well, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to. Those aren't affirmations. Those are just statements. Retrain your brain, switch it around. I am this. Find a way to word it so that it is a positive statement. No, didn't, don't, buts, whatever. Don't put any of that in there. You want your positive statement. I am this. I am effective. I am a fantastic leader. One of my favorite affirmations for myself is I am energized and motivated by leading my growing team. So that's one of my favorite ones. Emotion words are great in there also. And I wanted to just kind of wrap up my part. I'm going to leave you with something I heard Sarah Marble say, which was really cool. She said, hope is what's going to get you into this, whether it's hope for better health, whether it's hope for the business opportunity, but hope is what gets you in, and belief is what keeps you here when things are tough. Belief is what builds your commitment. So with that, I'm going to pass to Jamie, who's going to talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, so my name is Jamie Encinosa. I'm a silver ambassador, still pretty new with Plexus. I'm actually going to be talking about commitment. There's definitely the belief, and we'll address some of that later. But commitment to the people, to the products, to the business is so important in building that belief. I am a believer in the Lord, so I am charged by the phrase, do everything as unto the Lord. And so I am one to say there is a lot going on all the time. There's family, there's kids, there's ministry, there's work. And so some people are scared to say, I'm going to commit to yet another thing. But it was important for me to say, I'm doing all things as unto the Lord. So I will do my role as a wife as unto the Lord. I will do my role as a mom as unto the Lord, in my job, and now in Plexus. So I did at the beginning try to just give it a little bit of me. I didn't give it all of me. And so I would sort of post, I would sort of talk about it to other people. But honestly, no one benefits from that. There were a couple that got in with me at the beginning. But when I wasn't consistent in taking my own products or consistent in talking about it, and Aaron will talk about that later too, then I wasn't giving it my all. So as other business leaders, it's important to have commitment to the products, take them every day, believe in them, learn about them, and also to the people. I truly believe that we can influence people for the better through Plexus. So their health is better. Emotionally, I'm better. No more panic attacks like I used to have. But we can love these people in a mighty way. We can show them we're human. We are busy too. But being able to commit to the business, to the products, the people, I think is very important. So that's what I want to say, is do everything as unto the Lord. It's been a big one for me. So I think that plays into the consistency for Aaron.
Okay. So consistency happens when, well, I'm Erin. I'm a senior gold ambassador. I've been with Plexus.
Uh-oh, she froze.
Oh, no.
If you can hear us, Erin, you're going to have to kind of start again after senior gold because you're frozen at the moment.
Beautiful face, though.
Yes. Uh-oh. I think we
Sure about my belief in myself.
I'm sorry, Erin. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you were totally frozen there for a minute.
Oh!
Like, after senior gold, we lost you.
Oh, no.
I know. I was going, if you can hear us, you have to start over. So I'm sorry. Why don't you go from the top?
I'm Erin. I am a senior gold ambassador. I have been with Plexus since July, so like about 18 months or so. And what I wanted to say is that when I became more consistent with my business, things started to happen. I committed to Abby at the beginning that I would post a few times a week. I literally only thought I might maybe one day be able to get my products covered. So I didn't overcommit to anything because I was like, I'm not putting myself out there. But when I finally understood that nobody's going to follow anybody who's like tiptoeing this way and tiptoeing that way, that nobody is going to believe how much I love these products if I'm not showing them. So when I got consistent with my business, with posting, with reaching out, all of those things, the business just kind of fell into place because people want what somebody does consistently that works for them. If you wanted to run, you aren't going to run with somebody who runs 2 days a week. You're going to go with the person who's going to be accountable every day. So with this business, I have an example. I have a friend who is in the business as well, and she started super strong and super ready to go. There were some bumps in the road, and she disappeared. Didn't post about it anymore, kept taking her product, still loved it, didn't tell anybody, didn't show anybody, didn't recruit anybody. And when she decided to jump back in, she's doing a phenomenal job of being consistent and posting, but it's taking a minute to catch that traction. And I have seen stories time and time again where if you take that break and you're not showing people what you're doing, it can kill your business. So to get back on track, it takes a lot of work. She's doing the work and she is committed to this process now, and it's totally going to pay off. And it's a lot of hard work when you are coming back into the business that way. So even if life gets so crazy that you can't reach out to anyone because it's too time consuming, that's your reason for not reaching out to anybody. the least you need to do is post and show people that Plexus is still a part of your life, because people have to know that you aren't in and out and in and out. So consistency in the business is key for long-term growth. You know, nothing's going to happen overnight. You have to give yourself time. You have to give people to wrap their head around the idea, and keep trucking forward. You got to keep moving forward with your business. So Katie is going to kind of tie everything all together about how that all of those things has worked for her in her Plexus journey.
Yay! But I'll say I was a former skeptic for probably about 4 or 5 months. I can't tell you how many times I just deleted people, you know, very secretly deleted them, wouldn't even read the messages, you know. Oh, no, thanks. I don't know. I came up with so many different excuses. But Stephanie Drew signed me, and she's like, she stayed on me, even though I gave her every single excuse in the book. She's like, nope. There's no reason for that. No reason for that. So I was like, okay, fine. And I guess she did help me get my job. So I kind of owed it to her in that sense. But so she's like, it's perfect for teachers. And I was like, okay, how, you know? Well, sorry. I forgot what I was saying. Oh. This is why I hate stuff. But so figuring out what worked best for me and how that could help me, and I started to see it within the first, I think, week. I was a Dr. Pepper drinker 4 or 5 a day. My kids noticed it. They were very adamant about not messing with my Dr. Pepper and making sure I had one. If they knew my blood sugar was low or something, they're like, get her a Dr. Pepper. But then after a couple of weeks or so of me drinking nothing but water and the pink drink, they were like, what's that pink drink? And I was like, it's Plexus and it's amazing. You should try it. And so by the time my birthday came around, my kids didn't get me Dr. Peppers anymore. They got me waters, and they even went to Publix and asked them, the guys at Publix, hey, you guys sell Plexus here? Because that's all my teacher drinks. And so that's just a little funny story. But just seeing that, I went from drinking 4 or 5 Dr. Peppers a day to none, and drinking consistently with water and everything else. And the way that I feel about myself now from the inside out is completely 180. I've been in here 11 months now. So just believing in the products and what they can do for you helps you be able to want to tell other people. Like, I honestly want to shout it from the rooftops. Y'all have got to try Plexus, because it's changed me, like mentally, physically, like emotionally, like everything. There's so many different products that people can use that can benefit them in every way. And so just Friday, is that yesterday? Yeah. We were at school, and we had a little meeting afterwards, and somebody said something to me, and they were like, oh, what's this Plexus? And I said, y'all haven't heard about Plexus? And then they just were like, where did you come from? I said, I just get so excited about sharing it because I believe in it, and I know what it's done for me. And I know that if it works for me, and as much of a skeptic as I was in the beginning, that I know that it can work for somebody else. And so even with teachers, you know, we get that everybody's tired after lunch and stuff. And so I feel comfortable messaging other teachers, knowing that I know what you're going through. I've been there. I've done that. This is how it helped me get through my day. This is how it's helped me become more energetic, more focused, more eyes on the prize, maybe. I don't really know. But just knowing that I have belief in that, and I can share that with others and be 100% honest and real with them. So that's kind of my belief in a roundabout way, if that made any sense at all. But yeah, so.
All right. Thanks, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed that, and we look forward to seeing all the rest of these videos.